Hi everyone. Thought I'd make a quick follow-up video just so you guys know what's going on and yeah, how I've been doing. So it's been an interesting year. I was actually traveling towards the end of last year and came back from India around December 2016. So it's been just over a year now. When I came back from India, I had a really bad infection on my skin, which I don't know what the result of it was, but I was, still off the steroids, and I immediately had to see a dermatologist. It was really bad. It was almost like shingles type of virus. So the dermatologist that I saw was very good. Immediately gave me a course of high strength acyclovir tablets, which pretty much cleared it up within a couple of days. And I carried on seeing this dermatologist, who was actually very good, and eventually she put me on immunosuppressants, cyclosporin, which was very good and really helped control the eczema. I wasn't a huge fan of immunosuppressants, but I thought, well, give it a go because my eczema was that bad around the infection time. So the cyclosporin did its magic and worked well. And then fast forward until July 2017, July last year, I broke my leg towards the end of July. At that point, I had to have a metal plate in my leg, and I had to come off of the cyclosporin because it's immunosuppressant, and because of the plate in my leg and the surgery, the doctor advised that I stay off it at least for a couple of weeks. Which I did. In the meantime, I also went to see the dermatologist, who advised strongly that I go back on steroids, otherwise my flare-up would be really bad coming off the cyclosporin. Around about that sort of time, and just before I broke my leg, I was actually considering going back to steroids because my eczema was so up and down, and I spent the last couple of years on a roller coaster with my skin being okay, and then some days not so okay, and some days really, really bad. I was constantly in pain. I was always irritated and angry, and I didn't want to live my life that way. I didn't want to live my life like that. So I was toying with the idea of going back on steroids just so I can live rather than survive. To put it another way, I don't want to go out and be hit by a bus tomorrow, knowing the last couple of years of my life I lived in pain. If I do go that way, and touch wood I don't, at least I would have lived the last couple of years of my life and enjoyed them. I mean, there are people who have been on, off of topical steroids and living that way in pain for many years, some even decades. And it is a decision that you need to make yourself. It's a decision that I've made consciously, that I would go back on steroids. I am now back on steroids. I'm not on the steroid tablets or anything like that, although my dermatologist did prescribe me steroid tablets this last appointment, because she was changing my immunosuppressant. I haven't taken the steroid tablets. I have them. She said keep them in case of emergencies. It's been 3 days now since I've been off the steroids, off the immunosuppressants, and I've been okay. Touch wood again. We touch a lot of having eczema. So yeah, I realize that this video may actually cause a lot of hate, and a lot of people will not appreciate the fact that I'm uploading a video on my topical steroid withdrawal channel, and talking about going back on topical steroids. Yeah, they're helping me. I am able to enjoy my time with my family. I'm able to live more rather than survive. I don't have any of that pain. And yeah, I'm, in the future I might regret this decision, but it's a decision that I've made and that I am going to stick by. So to all of you watching, please don't let this discourage you. At the same time, I also strongly suggest keeping an open mind. I have been off topical steroids for a number of years, and it's been a roller coaster of a ride. It's different if you were only using topical steroids for a couple of years. I believe in that case it's easier to come off. But where you've been using topical steroids over a couple of decades, it's going to be very, very difficult. And I just want you to know that there's a choice, there's an option, there's two alternatives to whichever path that you decide, whether it's staying on steroids or completely stopping steroids. If you have any questions, I know this probably not been one of my most helpful videos, but yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And yeah, I wish you all the best.